Adam 19. Is woman inferior to man? Is the woman inferior to the man? In this series of lessons on the original sin, to choose by Adam and Eve, in Catholic religion, can one say that the woman is inferior to the man? In fact, if we look closely at the biblical text, we realize that this inferiority of the woman over the man is not the will of God. At the starting point, God creates them man and woman, in His image. They are in an equality of dignity and in a difference of psychology that the story of creation tells. Adam created earth, which means very much to be effective, for the one he loves. And Eve creates from Adam's rib, it means very much to be the one who gives love, which is complementary from the point of view of love in relation to Adam, and there is a total harmony in their original sin comes, and here a second way of looking at man and woman is described by the Bible. God said to the man, "You shall bring bread every day from your life from the earth, and the earth will produce only brambles, and then you will return to the dust, because you are dust and dust is dust." What strikes the man most is what makes his qualities, his efficiency is attained, and he becomes dependent one day. Many men experience it when they are addicted, when they are retired. Often they start thinking about euthanasia. Life does not make sense. They do not want to face old people's homes. And then comes death. Total dependence. Man is reached by where he has qualities. As for the woman, this is what God says: your desire will be towards your husband and will dominate him over you. It means that the woman, finer, made for love, well, it is transformed, at home, into a desire for a sentimental happiness, to have a man who balances it from a sentimental point of view and takes advantage of it to crush him because he sees this weakness, and in addition she has fewer muscles, and that, in the values of the world, it is a colossal force, the fact of being able to impose by the muscle, its authority. Second curse: you will give birth in pain. Which means that, not only does childbirth often go wrong, and it is physical, we have seen the number of women, girls who have died by putting their first child to bed, before obstetrics progresses. But it is above all a spiritual pain, to give birth to a child who will sometimes betray us, who will leave the house when we would like to keep it for ourselves all the time. As a result, is the woman inferior to the man? Well, I answer, in the order of sin, it has become. It is because the order that reigns over this world is the order of muscle, of power. And in this respect the woman is less strong than the man. So, for centuries, when women wanted a certain equality or respect, they were beaten, sometimes stoned. So they had to submit. The order of this world is, of course, on an inferiority, the inferiorization of woman. At one point, to achieve equality, in the 60s, women said, well, we will develop on the side of world value, power, efficiency. They became business leaders, they denied what made femininity, for some of them, motherhood, the love of a man. In fact, this choice was only the imitation of the order of the world where the supreme value is therefore in force. There is another way to look at the man and the woman. This is Lucifer's way. Lucifer, in his first revolt, at the level of what is called the mystery of iniquity, did not fall because of man so much. The man likes to work, he likes to build houses, and that at the worst Lucifer knows better than him. He fell because of the general mystery of the woman, because he found that from the point of view of humility and love, because she is made to be a mother, there is a greater disposition of women to that, less taste for power, attention. I do not say all women, but in general. Lucifer understood that there would be individual women, who would be immensely stronger than he, from the point of view of the value that reigns in the eyes of God, humility and love. They would be Queen of Hearts of God for eternity. He was not mistaken. The first of the women is the Virgin Mary and the cohort of those who have accepted this mystery. So, it can be said that from the point of view of God, the masterpiece, undeniable, if the first order he wants is humility and love, it is the woman. And it is factual, nobody else is Queen of Angels, Queen of Men that the Virgin Mary and Christ. We can say it is a man, but Christ is also God made man. So no human, pure human nature, had as much humility and love as the Virgin Mary.